Hey, how are y'all doing? Thanks for joining another Tuesday night live stream. So this week was huge. This one was Transformers 1, the movie. So I got a opportunity to go with a huge crew. I'll talk more about that in a bit. But yeah, it's been a busy week. Yesterday was Lana's birthday, so this is an exciting time for me. Actually, this is like birthday time for a lot of people this week. Hey Ninjatron, hey man, thanks for being here. Yeah, so Transformers 1 was awesome. I love seeing that. I have to go see it again. I haven't had an opportunity to go see it twice, but we had a big event with Children of Primus, and that was a lot of fun. So we went with yeah, the whole Children of Primus crew in the local area, and we went to Pickle Barrel restaurant before the show, which is really cool. We got to hang out and chill. Hey, Impactor Productions, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining. So yeah, we're just talking more about Transformers 1, the movie. Yeah, we had an opportunity on Sunday to talk about it. That's cool. So Impactor, do you have any more thoughts on how you felt of the movie? Or Ninjatron, did you see the movie yet, Transformers 1? I'm going to be spoiling quite a bit. I guess it's just incidental to what I really want to talk about the movie. So I went to go see it in D-Box, which is like 4D, and we had like these it's like these moving seats. So it's like a interactive experience where the seats like move forward and they rumble when Megatron shoots his fusion cannon. At least it wasn't jazz. Yeah, Megatron rips Sentinel apart in the most magnificent display, which was really cool. That was really well done. A little bit of Megatron's madness. One thing I forgot to mention on our live stream, well, a lot of things I didn't get to mention on Sunday, is Megatron reminded me a little bit of he reminded me of the Joker from Joker movie, like the Joaquin Phoenix, that movie where he destroyed that Viacon in tank mode the first time. Yeah. So his descent into madness was evident, and it was pretty cool because it was a short movie and they can only do so much. So there was a lot of illusions, and like he mentioned, like he was a really big proponent of Sentinel Prime. I saw the movie, but I didn't get to enjoy it much due to getting some bad news earlier in the day. Oh, I'm sorry, Ninjatron. I'm sorry, man. If you don't want to share, that's all right. I understand that's really terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you didn't get an opportunity to enjoy the movie. Yeah, life is hard and life comes first. You know, Transformers will always be there and that movie will always be there. So, yeah, man. I'm with you I share in your life's misery. Yeah, that's the. It was it's a busy month. A lot of things happened this month. I went to go see it with the crew there. In not only did we have those moving seats, but we had like the 3D, which actually I found to be very distracting at the moment. Like the left side was different color than the right side. But hey, James. Anthony pointed out that it's like that's an exclusive experience. Like we'll never get to experience that again in having these dual colors. So was at GameStop today and saving for Xmas. It's Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Oh, that's there. Watch DF's Live podcast in the UK is opening a TF store. Get out! Happy birthday, Lana. Hey, thanks, James. Right on. A Transformers store. Interesting, and of all places in UK. So there was a lot of talk in the UK on how it's so difficult to get stuff shipped over to there and how expensive it is, and it's not worth being a collector in the UK. So if they're opening a TF store, that's very cool. Where would they open that? In London? I guess the UK is small enough where shipping should not be that big of an issue over there. UK. Just gonna look that up here quick. Not much news yet, but I'm sure we'll hear about that in the future. D16's legend is Megatronus. And then just to see your hero Sentinel Prime kill him, make D16 snap and kill Sentinel. Yeah, for sure that would. Sorry, I had some Chinese food for dinner. General Tao and chow mein noodles. That stuff gets in your teeth real easy. Yeah, he snapped, and there was a lot of, and at first I didn't really feel his descent. Like he was very you know, by the book. He was always trying to follow the rules, and he was like saving Orion, and he just seemed like he had a good spark in him. And then suddenly he didn't want to listen to reason, and I felt that was a little bit disconnected from how much he appreciated Sentinel Prime, and how much he just didn't take Alpha Trion so seriously. And if he were, I feel like if he was, you know, if he really thought about it, he would listen to Alpha Trion's suggestion and share that information with the rest of Icon. If the UK TF store is successful, hopefully we'll open at US and Canada. I have a good feeling that that's hard to say. I don't know. That's an interesting experiment. Well, one thing I want to talk about is like how well the movie did. Apparently it costed about 75 million to make, and probably double that in the marketing. There was a lot of marketing going around the movie, so I think it only made this opening weekend like 25 million. Maybe that's just United States. So if I bring that, I wonder if you can hear a lot in the back there. So this is Box Office Mojo, and Transformers 1 opening weekend. Okay, yeah, international did 14 million. I think that's still a projection because that's an even number. Domestic, oh, this went up because it was less than 25 million. So almost 26 million domestic. That probably includes the Monday numbers, I guess. That's a little bit early to call it. It's 8 p.m. Oh, it's Tuesday. Yeah, so that's fine. Yesterday was the Monday numbers. And then total of less than 40 million. 1 million on Monday. Okay, fair enough. Maybe Tuesday more people will go to the movies. So Tuesday, geez, maybe it'll hit 5 million, maybe 6, hopefully. Wow. And then it'll probably trickle down for a few weeks thereafter. So, geez, I think they might be lucky just to get the $70 million back. So that was a poor investment. And I don't know. I don't know how Hasbro feels about that. Maybe that's not the issue. Maybe this is just important to get some stuff out in the atmosphere, like some media out in the world there. So that's maybe it's here nor there. Maybe it's not about making money in this movie. They did hire like Scarlett Johansson and Chris Hemsworth, which each of them they're asking like 15 million per movie. So right there, that's almost half of the movie's budget if they were getting paid that full amount. I don't think they were given 50 million for this, but I'm sure they were given a large percentage of the full movie's budget. D16 was betrayed by Sentinel Prime. I really love the movie, especially when Bumblebee went badass when Sentinel's goons. Yeah, totally. Yeah, B was really funny. I really liked his character. Despite how crazy he was, like he was a little bit Looney Tunes. How long has he been down there in sublevel 50 to be so Looney Bins? With his character Steve in AA-tron. AA-tron was really funny. I couldn't put my finger on what that was about. I thought maybe it was like Aaron Archer-tron, but no, it was a skit from I don't know, some substitute teacher skit that the voice actor did a long time ago. I don't know what show it was on, but I saw it on YouTube. Very funny stuff. One thing that made me wonder is that like the whole movie was taking place in Iacon, and there's a whole universe. There was a whole planet to investigate. Hey, unknown or popular user. No worries. I didn't necessarily post anything in advance, so thank you for joining. My voice sounds off. Is that right? Oh, I think I maybe know why. I was playing with some voice settings. I was playing with all kinds of stream settings here. I wonder if I can figure this out. Filters. Filters seem okay. I wonder, is the music too loud? Key and Peele, yeah. So that's kind of what made his name there, I think. That was that show. So Key, Keegan-Michael Key, and Peele, the other guy, yeah, they became very successful after that show. Mic mute. Oh. I wonder if that's improved. Said it was muted? Yeah, hopefully that sounds better. And the Peele guy, he went on to do like directing, I think, or producing. Anyways, that's just some excerpt I read in some news recently. Yeah, so a little bit unfortunate, I feel, about the movie budget there, but maybe that's maybe that doesn't mean anything for Hasbro with regards to their toy sales. They'll still sell toys, I'm sure, and make a lot of cool toys. The characters are really cool. Actually, I really loved all of the designs. So here's some extra merch I picked up. I didn't get an Optimus Prime one, although I figured I was going to go back sooner to go get one. Maybe they'll have some left by the time I go back. So yeah, these were cool. Just some knick-knack keychains that they were giving out as extra merchandise. So there was a lot of money that went into this. These posters are very nice. So I got one of each. And yeah, I thought that was really really cool they did that. Where am I looking? And it must have been pretty extra for the budget too. Like some places they got some cups, but different kind of cups. Some were like glowy eyes, some had batteries. Yeah, there was a lot of merchandise that was going around this movie, so a lot of money was spent. I wonder how much they're gonna make back. Maybe the merch was limited though. It's only some select theaters. We did go to like a Yorkdale Center one, which was pretty. It's a pretty common spot for Toronto moviegoers. It was actually pretty packed. Actually, the movie theater we went to was pretty full on a Saturday night. I think it started at 7:30, and yeah. Okay, more about like the double vision. I watched and I liked the new movie. Awesome, awesome. So I was mentioning that I went to like this 4D experience. It had like the moving seats and 3D glasses. So I have one eye that's stronger than the other. So you know, my dominant eye was seeing more of the movie. However, this eye was getting like these off colors. So for example, Orion Pax / Optimus Prime's helmet was purple. Sentinel Prime was purple. And everything that was red was extremely desaturated and to a point where it was just yellow. So like the left side was oversaturated, which was like a really, really strange combination, because like your eyes have to like put it together and it actually doesn't necessarily line up. It was a little bit distracting at the time, but at the same time it was a very interesting experience, because like there are recolors of Transformers. Like sometimes you get an Optimus Prime with blue, and sometimes you get purple, and same thing with other characters. Cyclonus, Galvatron. Hey Richard, thanks for joining. If you got extra keychains or extra posters. Can you save whatever you have when we meet at TFCon 2025? My theater didn't have what you have. Okay, awesome. Yeah, no worries. I'll hold on to what I've got here. Hopefully I can go back. Maybe I can get more. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I'll hold on to these ones for sure. Yeah, no worries. If you can't get them over there. Actually, there was an event. You would have to be at this early showing. I think it was on the Wednesday. You would have to have gone. So if you went on Thursday and they were already out, that means like, yeah, they were definitely very limited on their supply. Yeah, no, I was in a big major city, so we had a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Even in major cities in the United States didn't have everything, so. But never fear, I'll hang on to your stuff for you. So opening weekend here, I'm still looking at this box office charts. So opening weekend was 24.6. That's some days ago. I did. I didn't release anything. Did something happen? No. I did do some stuff, but I didn't release anything. I had a lot of things going on. Yesterday was Lana's birthday. Today I needed to catch up on some things because I was a little bit behind on some life events because of life events. Right on. No worries, James. Okay, I will, man. And then tomorrow's my birthday. So I kind of spaced on the timing. I didn't even realize it was my birthday until a couple of days ago, or 3 days ago. I'm like, oh, I would like to do something for myself. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for myself. I'm just going to chill with the cat, spend some good time, quality time together. I don't know. Maybe I'll get something nice to eat so I don't have to cook for myself. I haven't been cooking for myself much lately anyways. I haven't had much time for that, but at least I'll get something quality tomorrow. Thinking Moxie's steak or something like that. Just a steak. Have someone else cook the steak for me. Yeah, so this Transformers week was pretty cool. It was really crazy. I didn't realize we had that. Well, everything just caught up to me. So we had that event on Saturday. Sunday was our live stream. It was a little bit of a rough week for me. I had a little bit of a hard time, just a little bit grieving about something, and yeah, that was unfortunate. So I had a really hard time. I did a lot of work though. I got a lot done because I was distracting myself. So it was a very productive week. A little rough. So a lot of just focusing and not thinking. Happy early birthday, Micah. Thank you so much, James. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so tomorrow, I don't know. Starbucks don't offer free drinks unless you buy like a certain amount throughout the year, so I haven't kept up with that, so I don't think I get my free drink tomorrow. Unless there's another catch, maybe I'll go there and find out. And then, yeah, later this week, I'll be releasing some what do you call it? Promotional material for Mystery of Convoy. I recorded a commercial, and I have like a press release getting ready, almost ready. And have you made anything new with the game? Oh yeah. Press release, and just coding. It's not fun. It's work, and it's a little bit exhausting. Yeah, game crunch. It's coming along though. Yeah, I had to be focused on so many things this week. I did get a lot done, but nothing that could be totally cumulative. A little bits here and there. Yeah, it's kind of crunch time, but it's coming out soon because I have a lot coming up as well. So I'm probably planning on going to see the movie again this week. I'm not really sure when. That was another thing. I didn't really have time to go see the movie more than once. I did download it ahead of time. I think a week and a half ago I actually saw the movie ahead of time. I cheated. I needed something to... I just needed something this one evening, so I saw it was available for download, like a bootleg cam, and I watched it. It was pretty decent. I didn't catch everything, of course. Like the visuals was very something to behold. And the audio is cool. I didn't really get too much of a sense of it. I have an idea for something you could do in the future if you want, and that's opening a bunch of Kids Meal TF toys. Kids Meal TF toys. I like to keep little toys. You know, I like 3D printing stuff. Getting Kids Meal TF toys, that might be a little bit of a challenge. Let's see how or what's available on the market right now. Transformers Happy Meal toys? Because you were mentioning there was something at Taco Bell. Let's see. So is this what's available now? No. That's the Transformers Prime stuff. Yeah, these are the classic Happy Meal toys that don't cost that much to use. I'd love to. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run out of options. I'm sure at some point I'll buy like a whole collection. Maybe I can get like a whole set on eBay, something like that. What I really loved back in the day were the Beast Wars ones, if you recall. Like that was really reminiscent of my childhood. Like I was a little bit older at the time. Like I wasn't so young. Like pre-Beast Wars stuff. Like I was into that. But yeah, I remember I had all of these guys except for Scorponok, I think. Yeah, I didn't have Scorponok. I had Tarantulas. I had this, whatever this one is. Is that Megatron? Is that supposed to be Megatron? I had the Rhinox. Incidentally, I think I ended up with this. This was Optimus Prime with like a manta ray. And then this one, I don't recall this one at all, actually. Is that Black Arachnia? No. Oh, some kind of panther, eh? This beetle one, I distinctly remember having. Yeah, he was the coolest. He was my favorite. The beetle guy. Burger King TF1 toys. Oh, there we go. Burger King TF1 toys. I don't know. Is there a Burger King near me? No, it's Transformers 2007. Here we go. Those look like they're Spanish, eh? Figuras. Wow. Oh, where have I seen these? I think I may have seen a review of this online or something like that. I remember seeing this. Yeah, like he has 3 wheels on the bottom here. Like the front one is just the one wheel in the middle. Oh, here we go. Manufactured 2023. I forget where I saw this review, but they mentioned that as well. I had the display for the Transmetal Happy Meal. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Those displays are really cool. I actually really like those displays. I found a Burger King Red Alert toy at a thrift store. Oh, right on. That's awesome. Yeah, those are really cool finds. And those are the kind of things that I would expect to find in a thrift store. Some of those Happy Meal toys. And I have found some at thrift stores. But I didn't buy them because I already had them. I have some Kids Meal TF toys, mostly new. Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, so stuff like that. Knick-knack toys, I would like to 3D print them. If I had some more time, you know, I would like to dedicate that to like 3D printing something fun each week. And I think that's what I would like to move towards because that's productive. And then I can put that up and I can get suggestions from you guys what I could 3D print. Yeah. Accessories, upgrades, even transforming things. And I'll get more into that in future streams. This month there's a lot of crunch. There's a lot of things going on. I didn't even have time to prepare. I just kind of jumped on. And yeah, I've been kind of slacking on the preparation for the streams, but I figured that's okay as long as I'm here and still keeping this rolling. That yeah, I'll get things steamrolling in the future. So did you know they made release McDonald's some long time ago Power Rangers Zord toys? I don't know if I recall. Maybe I probably would have been all over that. I don't know. I was really into Power Rangers. Yeah, toys. Let's see if this rings any bells. Zord toys. This is Megaforce. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. This is after I was into when I started losing interest in Power Rangers. So after the movie, post-movie stuff, I was just not into. And I'm surprised they didn't do any Power Rangers movie stuff at McDonald's. Maybe they did. There's so many editions of Power Rangers. So yeah, all G1 Power Rangers, and including the movie, that's what I was into. That was my bag. The Megaforce ones were made in 2013. Okay. No worries, no worries. I understand. I'm a terrible speller too. I was making the joke, I'm bad at spelling because of spell check. I'm bad at navigating because of Google Maps. And I'm bad at critical thinking because of ChatGPT. Yeah, so this is an era where I would not have been into Power Rangers anymore. I don't know what stopped it for me. I think it was Power Rangers Turbo. Maybe that's what immediately came after, and I felt like that what didn't really speak to me as much as the previous editions of Power Rangers. I'm really not sure. I really loved Power Rangers so much. It was so cool. But then I'm like, it was like after the movie, maybe like a lot of the movie was particularly different than the TV show, and I felt there was a little bit of a disconnect there. And then thereafter, there was even more of a disconnect, and I guess I didn't feel bad just dropping the interest. Yeah, like something like this, I could easily 3D print. Oh, what is this whole video here? Oh, I thought that was an image. But like, it's one solid thing, and this little button, okay, that's a separate articulated figure. But like, I could design and 3D print something like this. Like, maybe it'll take more than an evening, but yeah, that's something, at least I could start working on it. And yeah. Yeah. If you have any suggestions, or particularly what you would like to see, like characters, maybe you would like to start 3D printing. Oh, that's cool. I like that frog guy. I would particularly like to 3D print something that's maybe related to Transformers Mystery of Convoy game. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I like the original Power Rangers with the Dino Megazords. Trini, yeah. Unfortunately, I think she passed away. That's sad. And also like that Green Ranger, he passed away. Made other toys in Japan for Super Sentai, for McDee's. I suppose that was Takara Tomy. No, that would be, maybe Bandai would make these. Because, yeah, I recall one time I had the original Megazord and I lost the gun that goes on his back. I think it was also the gun for the T-Rex. Anyway, so I had that whole set, and I had lost the gun, and then I sent a letter to Bandai. I think it was in the United States, and it took them a long time, like months, and then I got a gun back in the mail. I thought they had just forgotten about it and it wasn't going to happen. I forget how long it was, but it was like so long. And yeah, they sent me a gun back in the mail because I thought I lost it. And then like sometime later, my friend found it in the bushes in his front yard. So yeah, that's how I remember their Bandai. So this Power Rangers stuff is Bandai. Actually, Power Rangers now, it's Hasbro, I'm pretty sure, as a matter of fact. Bandai did make the Japanese Rangers toys. Yeah. Yeah, and back in the day, they made the American ones too, or the North American ones too. Oh, I'm losing my voice already. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I've just gotten started. I'm starting to lose my voice. Um, okay, so I had some notes for Transformers the movie that I wanted to remind myself of. Why are there no cogs in Icon? Shouldn't they live and work elsewhere? So that was one thing I was considering, is like Transformers, like the ones that are called Transformers are the ones that have cogs, and the ones that have their cogs taken away are no cogs, and they're like the slave labor working in the mines. And I'm very much doubting that the mines are in Icon itself. I'm pretty sure it's outside of Icon. So I would assume they were resigning closer to the mines. And then I saw the movie in theaters, and I realized like there was a shot of like their apartment where they all live, and I didn't realize that was their apartment, but they all live in very close quarters, the miners, and that was pretty cool actually. Although they didn't have very much time to like develop a lot of these characters and the environment, they did a good job just showing that shot of what's going on there where they live. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's one critique I had. Shouldn't they live elsewhere? But they did kind of live on the outskirts of Icon on second viewing. Was Sentinel already large when he killed Megatronus? Okay, so that's another funny thing, is like, so Sentinel seemed to be a little bit overpowered for not necessarily being a Prime. He managed to kill a few of them, and then when he took Megatronus's cog, it seemed like he had upgraded, like he got an upgrade, and then, or did he? Like that was a questionable thing. Like he was already seemed pretty big. Like so, did he really even need Megatronus's cog for an upgrade? Didn't he already have a sufficient cog? And when D16 took Megatronus's cog, which is peculiar because he already had the cog of a Prime, why would he upgrade any bigger? Was there something special about Megatronus's cog? And yeah, I think that was a loose string. That maybe wasn't necessary. That Sentinel took his cog. Maybe that was just more like to carry the story that would piss off D16 more, like, and I took his cog. That is a pretty dick move. That's a pretty dick move. So yeah, it's probably just for story. I feel like I'll get into it later, but I feel like there's no room for a sequel. Things were very, I think, one note. But that's fine. I liked self-contained things. I've always been a proponent of just self-contained things. What does the Matrix have to do with the flow of Energon? And I was thinking, like, that's a weird choice for Primus to decide. Is like to stop flowing Energon. I don't know why the Primus would do that, but okay. And then after the fact, I was thinking, like, if Optimus Prime now leaves Cybertron with the Matrix, let's say he has a quest for Earth, maybe that would stop the flow of Energon. Maybe the Energon, Cybertron will go back into like a dark age, not an ungolden age after that. So that was interesting thought. Maybe there's room for that if he leaves Cybertron. Although, like, if that's the case, why would he leave Cybertron? And definitely Elita 1 has every right to be angry at Optimus Prime for leaving Cybertron if it leaves them destitute without the flow of Energon. I'm referring to the comics, like the Skybound comics, where Elita 1's like really angry at Optimus for leaving Cybertron. So much so where I'm not going to spoil it. Spoilers. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say spoilers. Alpha Trion's introduction of Optimus Prime. Oh, right. Okay, so that's because, like, when they're saying "Arise, Optimus Prime," I think it's more than one Prime that's like talking there at a time, so it's a little bit cut off. Lawrence Fishburne's delivery was meh. His voice is great. But that's not the problem. The problem is his inflection. Like that's always been his thing. Like he's got his style, and I just wish he would use it a little bit differently. That's all. Prime does a Henry Cavill fist cock like Wolverine and Deadpool in Mission Impossible. So Henry Cavill does this like move where he pops out his claws in Deadpool, Wolverine, and Optimus Prime or Orion Pax does that at some point in the movie. It was definitely that same movement. So yeah, that's a Henry Cavill thing. Megatron hitting Prime with loose debris. Oh yeah, that was really cool where Megatron picked up some loose debris and there was like a moment that was very reminiscent to the Transformers '86 movie. I love that Mitch Murder Section 3 cover that has a Lynn Minmay from Macross. Yeah, totally. Minmay's awesome. So our generation's Minmay would be, well, I guess she's not a virtual pop icon, but like modern day Minmay would be Miku Hatsune. Would you say? There was another Macross with the digital idol. I forget what it was. Not much set up for a sequel, I thought. So there, the characters like Starscream, who were like very one note, and Steve Buscemi to have him back. Also Chris Hemsworth to have him back for a TV series, for example, or Scarlett Johansson, same thing. Like obviously they're gonna have to recast those characters, but that's all right. Like Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson, there are voice actors anyways, so whoever they replaces them, I'm sure they'll be just as good, if not maybe better. Although they might not sound the same, we might have better voice actors. Not to say that they did a bad job. They did a good job, but they're just not voice actors. D16 calls Orion Pax, and then later in the movie he calls him Prime. I thought that was a cool use of film themes. It's like, what do you call that? There's a word for that theme, but like, yeah, so later he says something Prime, where Optimus Prime banishes him from Iacon. The movie only includes what happened in Iacon. Yeah, I think I already mentioned that. Like, there's way more to Cybertron. There's like so much to Cybertron. There's a whole planet. Iacon is just a city, the central city at that. I'm pretty sure the mines are not in Iacon themselves. Who mentioned this? It was Evangelion. I think it was James maybe who mentioned that it was perhaps like Evangelion's like underground labyrinth city, which I thought that's cool. But like the whole planet is one labyrinth icon. I think even if it's like an underground labyrinth city, I think that would still be sectioned off. Cybertron presumably is very large. Sharon Apple. Oh, cool. She does that song in the Mitch Murder. She does the voice in the Mitch Murder song. Oh, is this allowable music? Yeah. How about a calibration of Transformers and Speed Racer Mach 3? Even a collaboration. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, definitely Speed Racer Mach 3. Or Mach 5. I think I've seen a custom. I want to say I saw something at an art competition. Like at a custom contest at a TFCon. That'd be cool. I wonder who does... Oh, that's kind of transforming as it is. There's like a saw blade that comes out of it. I didn't know they had a gimmick. Yeah, I think, what do they call Speed Racer in Japan? Speed Racer in Japanese. Mach Go-Go. Mach Go-Go-Go. Right. So yeah, they're pretty big on it in Japan. Still, maybe that might happen in the future. We'll see. I'm getting a spam call this late. That's funny. Yeah. A mock. Would it be Speed Racer crossover or mock Go Go Go? I wonder. That's. Are these crossovers more for the Western market? Like there's the Universal ones. There's like the movie ones. Yeah, I guess. But who's to say? Like they have been doing like the bump of chicken. I was gonna say chicken soup Optimus Prime. That's not a bad name for a chicken soup Optimus Prime. I hope they release. I heard they were going to do a translation of that Studio Trigger music video. They were expecting to see an official release in the West, I heard. But I haven't seen one as of yet. Ooh, I like this. This would look awesome on a t-shirt. That seems like a poster. Yeah, I really like that, those lines in that font. That's really cool. So back to Transformers 1. I think that's going to be it, which is I'm totally okay with. They're not going to do a sequel for this one, and I don't think they were even anticipating doing that, because like a lot of things are wrapped up. For example, Optimus Prime got the Matrix, and there was a flow of Energon in Cybertron. Like why have a war if there's plenty of Energon? Like there's no war for resources or anything like that, which is particularly that was the driving motive in the original series, is that like they didn't have any resources, so they left the planet to go find other resources because they were fighting over resources. So everyone has resources, so there's no real motive to move forward. Friend Ian, who I met at the showing there with the Children of Primus crew, he came for the dinner at Pickle Barrel. He got a free dinner there. Both markets get their own crossovers. Oh, okay. I guess Takara chooses their own crossovers, and then Hasbro chooses theirs. But I guess it's up to Takara to figure out the tooling. I guess the West figures out their own designs. Like for example, that's the Frankenstein one. Yeah. So Mach 5. I guess I would see it being a Japanese thing before it being a Western thing. I don't know if it was as popular in the West. I guess there's an era for that, and maybe that era's kind of passed. Like all the nostalgic ones. Okay, maybe that's not true. Like the nostalgic Universal ones, those are like classical movies. But the other ones, like the DeLorean and the Ectotron or whatever it's called. Those are like 80s properties, so particularly 84 properties. So I think like that's kind of the age they were going for there. Let me know if I missed any crossovers. Yeah, one and done this movie. So not going to be a Transformers 2. And somebody was mentioning, Philippe, who came with us in the movie, was mentioning that that was a working title since like 2015 when they started working on the movie. It was like Transformers 1 was just like the working title, and it seems like they haven't even bothered to change that. I need to get some water. I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. I have to take a little short 1-minute break to grab some water here. Sorry about that. My throat is not holding up with me. I think I'm getting sick. I just my throat's just not keeping up with my talking tonight. Sequel could be about the war with the Quintessons. Autobots and Decepticons have to team up, but it ruins the planet. Speed Racer was way more popular internationally than in Japan. Is that right? Oh, okay. Interesting. That's cool. That was like before my time, though, I think. Like, I think that was a 1970s thing, maybe. That was like an earlier anime. There's a few things like I was saying, Ian was mentioning that there's Arachnid, which could then go towards like the Beast Wars type of thing, or maybe like a different universe where the Beast Wars are a thing. Also, Alpha Trion transforms into a unicorn lion, which was interesting. Why did he have a unicorn horn? I'm wondering about that. Is that canon to anything, that Alpha Trion has a unicorn horn? And it was like an Energon horn too at that. It was like a rhino horn even, maybe. Was Alpha Trion ever a unicorn? Or, okay, so I'm looking at his Transformers Generation. I don't remember this. Is this a thing? Or is this an upcoming thing? It looks like it's something that already exists, because that's past prototype phase. And yeah, there's definitely a unicorn horn there. Oh, Titan's Return. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so there's the Headmaster right there. I don't remember this one. Oh yeah, I saw this one in, where did I see this? I saw this in Toys R Us. And I was shocked that this is a deluxe figure. There's some pictures here. This is a deluxe figure, but he was just so tiny. Didn't understand. Is this the one? This might be the one, yeah. So I'm like, is this a deluxe figure? I didn't quite comprehend. Particularly the Optimus Prime or the Orion Pax one. Like, the head was so tiny. It looked way smaller than a regular deluxe. But it was priced like a deluxe, $34.99. Yeah, I was considering picking him up, but it seemed a little bit overpriced for the size. I just couldn't justify it. Like, I had my finger on the button, but I just couldn't push it. Couldn't push the button. Yeah, it's Titan Return Alpha Trion had a horn. Okay, so I guess that's where it comes from. Titan's Returns. That's cool. I still have the Titans Returns Alpha Trion figure, and it's still a bad grade figure. How is the color, the plastic there? Is it, did that suffer from any funny plastic? The red plastic? It's all red. I feel it's a little bit unusual to have a figure all red like that. It reminds me of the Studio Series Bumblebee. I think there was like some gripes with some of the plastics being like off yellow. I think particularly some plastics were meant for supporting like joints and stuff like that, so it had to be made from a different material. And of course, like, the different material had to be mixed separately, the colors, so they probably couldn't get the colors exactly matched. Yeah. Just what I find figure. This is what I wanted to show you. Is that like this particular guy? Was it him? No, this is the Studio Series. This isn't the one I saw. Although this one's really awesome. I saw some videos about this one. I particularly like the Matrix. Oh, and the video that Takara did for these Studio Series Transformers 1 figures was so great. I loved it. There was this deluxe one. Yeah. Is it this one? In any case, it looks similar, but the head looks a little bit larger than the one I saw. Oh, this looks right. Yeah, this is the one I saw. Yeah, it's definitely a lot smaller than what I thought. That hand, that fist there on his laser axe, that's a really cool touch. I really like that. His laser axe in the movie was really cool. I loved how that just kind of shot out and exploded there from the power of the Matrix. That was a really cool touch. Yeah, this, I don't know, what do you call this? This is like somewhere between like a core class and deluxe figure. It's hard for me to say. I get it, there's a lot of tooling, there's a lot going on here. The transformation is probably pretty nifty. Pins, no screws. Does he come with a gun? He only comes with that axe accessory? Ouch. Ouch. Just that one accessory. Yeah, I felt that was a little bit overdoing it. This is on Amazon.ca for $30. Yeah. I still can't do it. Still can't do it. From what I understand, these are going to be on the shelf for a long time. So at some point, somebody's got to give. These are going to go on sale. I'm pretty sure. Toys R Us was way overstocked with these ones. Like if I see this for $19.99, yeah, sure, I'll drop it. But the Studio Series one is particularly better, I guess. Also, other things on my list to get Optimus Prime wise is that deluxe G1 Optimus Prime, like the retro looking Optimus Prime. That's a cool one. I really like that, and people have been picking them up in Canada, so I'm hoping to find one in the wild. It's more fun to find them in the wild, I feel. And I guess that's kind of why I wait until TFCon to pick up stuff, is because like I'm there, I'm experiencing it. It's a big thing. What is this, Sudbury? That's where I'm from, Sudbury. That's so funny. There's take a short drive north. It's not a short drive north. It's far away, Sudbury. Oh, I know exactly where those rocks are. Is that High Falls? That's so funny. Is that north of Sudbury, or was that oh, and that must be in Science North. That's very cool. That's very cool. Weird that this Sudbury tourism thing comes up on this EmpireOnline.com website. The heck? If anyone's been to Sudbury, I would love to hear your stories and what you think about that place. I would love to get an outside opinion. Oh, what are my notes here? Doing my best for trying to help my voice keep up with me. The movie only includes what happens in Icon. Okay, I think I mentioned that. You don't have the touch or the power. That was an awesome line that Alita used. Is it Alita or Alita 1? I wasn't really sure. Maybe it was Alita 1, but they just shortened it for Alita. Everyone had like short form names in this movie, which was pretty cool. Like even D16 made it a point to say, oh, let's just call him B. What the hell, Pax? Like even in the trailer, like B's like badassatron, so they were pretty clear that they weren't gonna go too soft with the language. Like even the original 1986 movie had a swear in it, so if this movie didn't have any swears in it, I think that would be just even a little bit awkward, I feel, with Hemsworth bringing in the house. They're telling me to go home. Fat chance. You can't make me go back. You cannot make me go back. Yeah, it's a funny atmosphere. And I guess everywhere has their own particular funny atmosphere. But, you know, home kind of has its way of getting under my skin. So the less time I spend over there, the more I could be conscious of things that I enjoy. Distracted by all the things that Subry has. Subry has a TRU at least. Yeah, I used to work at that one. I used to work there. I remember when it first opened, there was like hundreds of people lined up to get a job there. It was crazy. It was a job fair. It was a 2-day, 3-day job fair. It was nuts. They didn't end up hiring me, or I didn't follow up for that first session. But then I went back and I'm like, "Can I have a job?" And they're just like, "Yeah, okay." And yeah, I did really well there. Did a lot of stuff. I got to work where I wanted, and yeah, I was looking at some promotions that I'm like, I'm gonna move back to Montreal, and yeah, can't do too much. Can't do the same thing for too long. I get tired of it. I need change, or I need to be able to dictate my own things. And things were kind of slow in the Transformers universe at the time. I guess this would have been 2010, and I just wasn't. I don't know. 2010 was it? I was working at Toys R Us. It doesn't seem right. Maybe it does seem right. Something like that. I wasn't. I don't think I was so heavy into collecting Hasbro figures at the time. Yeah, Alpha Trion would be cool. I wonder if they're doing a Studio Series Alpha Trion. I really like that he's a cat bot. That I really dig. And that they weren't afraid to go to like anamorphic characters. There's a lot of things they could have done, but I was thinking about it, is that like it's a kids movie. They don't have too many characters. They want to have a smaller number of characters, but with different personalities. Like, you know, like they each had like their distinct characters instead of being like few characters. Oh, these characters are all the same and indistinct. So I think that was a good choice to keep things simple and straightforward. I think everything came together very well. I guess I was hoping that this could be like the ongoing norm, is like, this is what Cybertron looks like, this is Icon, this is the base of the story and stuff like that. Okay, this can be the backstory, but like, I think there's going to be like different universes going forward. There's not going to be like a Transformers 1 cartoon show. I don't think they can really go that far with the writing. Have I elaborated on that? I think I'm running out of steam. I can elaborate on that. I think that I think that if they spend this much money on this movie, and this is the quality of writing for a feature film that's been in development for nearly 10 years, I think that, you know, like a TV show, the quality is not going to be as good, especially if there's like writers' strikes and things going on. Maybe that's mainly for movies, but still, it's not going to be cheap to get a script written out for a TV series of any good quality. So anything beyond this movie, I don't see any good expectations for Transformers 1. Toys, I'm all for. What could they do? Like maybe comic books. That would be really cool. I hope Skybound does a Transformers 1 Skybound comic spin-off. That'd be really cool, actually. I just don't think that the TV... It's just that TV producers don't seem to get it, in my opinion. So, yeah. But this Transformers movie really did it. It really nailed it in many, many aspects, where it really could have missed in a lot of ways. What were some other cool points? There were a lot of references to Transformers Prime, as it was the guy from the Transformers Prime, the musician who did the score of Transformers Prime, did this one. And Yeah, a lot of references to G1, of course, like so many. The whole, I guess, the whole thing was based around the whole G1 lore, so um, yeah, a lot of cool references. But that's not what made the movie good. It was a good experience. There was a lot of cool stuff on the surface, like those potential petrol rabbits. I really like those animals. That's something I would like to do. I would like to 3D print some of those animals, whatever they were. I'm okay with calling them petrol rabbits, although they look like a little bit like deer with antlers on their heads. Yeah. Ow. Huh. I must have a glass sliver so small I can't see it. Oh, I have to show this. This is cool. Just quickly choose some images here. And this is a custom Rise of the Beast Happy Meals toy. That looks really awesome. This guy like upgraded a Happy Meals toy into this. Petro Deers. Yeah, totally. Yo, wow, that's really cool for a modded McDonald's toy. Wow. Okay, you know, I have a piece of glass in my hand. Ow, that really hurts. I think I got it. I have a microscope, but yeah, it was really bugging me. I had to get that out. So yeah, sometimes I work with some broken glass. Sometimes broken glass, it gets in the vicinity, and it gets in my skin, and probably in my food too. So that's unfortunate. You gotta stop working around or eating around my work environment. What can I do? Yeah, sorry. I had a piece of glass in my finger that I had to take care of. Ow, I think it's still there, but it's not as bad. Oh dear. Okay, it's still there. Give me one sec. This song is rocking though. I forget the name of this musician, but yeah. One hit wonder, I think, but like, yeah, really rocking. Very cool 80s vibe. What the heck? Hideaway, that's the name of the song. Alright, well, I guess that's not coming out anytime soon, so... Ow. Whatever, I'll deal with it. Worst things can happen. You know, suddenly I'm not feeling so well, actually. I'm feeling kind of flush. It's kind of strange. If you notice, I'm sweating suddenly. What the heck? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, just like suddenly started sweating. Okay, very strange, very strange. Hope I'm not getting sick. Let's have a look at those animals there that were in the movie. That was cool. So, if there's any name for them as well. Yeah, so a little bit like deers. They already have ears, right? So, okay, those are definitely antlers then, so yeah. I think petro deers is probably more acceptable than petro rabbits. Although, you know, it's a completely different planet and ecosystem. I would be okay with them calling them rabbits. That's their interpretation of a rabbit. Although it seems to be a pretty localized term, but yeah, rabbits. Maybe that's just a general term. Get that fragment of glass out of you. You're going to have a Galvatron painted you. I think I got it. I've been playing with it. I think it came out. It's either I pushed it right in there or it came out. So either way, it's not bothering me anymore. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate it. So yeah, these are really cool animals there. From what I understand, it was a separate company. I was watching the credits. It was a separate company that did the animals, separate company that did the landscape, separate company that did the backgrounds, separate. I don't know if it was a separate company or a specific guy who was just like in charge of like doing the groups of people, which was interesting to see because like the characters, like the extra characters, and there weren't that many. Like there were some distinct ones, like you know, the ones they used in the mining scene, like Wheeljack and RC, and nope, it's still there. Sideswipe and Ironhide, and I think maybe it was Sunstreaker and maybe Ratchet. I doubt it was Ratchet. There was a red alert I remember seeing in the apartment scene, in the dwelling scene where the miners lived, and then. Oh yeah, so what I wanted to say is that like some of the extras were just like redos. Oh, I saw Firestar, saw her in a trailer way back, so I actually didn't recall seeing her in the movie itself. But there was a lot of characters that were just like reusing the same torso as another character and just like had different legs and recolored. So there was a lot of like body part swapping happening, which I felt was a little bit lazy. I think they could probably have done more with 75 million. I feel. A lot of that budget went to the voice actors, who did a lot of marketing, and I feel maybe it was necessary. I think maybe that was a poor choice. Is like maybe they spent a lot of money on the marketing, and yeah, it didn't pay off really. That's my one person's opinion, but I'm probably right. Like that's not much for opening weekend. 30 million, 40 million. It's a lot of money, but I mean, considering they spent 70 million plus another 70 million, I'm sure, on the advertising and marketing and merchandise like this, posters and things like that. I think, yeah. I don't know what my point is about that, the budget there, but like that's fine. Like it's more for the toys. It's more to just have something out there for the toys. Kids will buy this on DVD, Blu-ray. This is going to be on TV and on Netflix and on whatever streaming service people are using. So I think it's just another important thing to have in the media. I think that's what's more important than making money off a blockbuster. That's not what Hasbro is. They're not a movie company. Who's the movie company? I think it was Paramount that did this. Transformers 1. What do you call this? Production company would be Hasbro. Paramount. Yeah, Paramount. What did I see? I saw Rotten Tomatoes there somewhere. So this got really high praise on Rotten Tomatoes too, which was really cool. Yeah, 98. Wait, what is this? 71 tomato meter, 98 popcorn meter. What the heck is a popcorn meter? Oh. Okay, I guess this is more critical, and popcorn is like, is it like good for just like a watch? Yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome movie for just like a sit down and watch. If you're gonna be critical about it, yeah, I think that's a good score, if not generous. Yeah, definitely, very good. It's really cool. Sadly, the money isn't showing. The numbers isn't showing. It's not reflecting this review here. A lot of people are going to have a grand time watching Transformers 1. Sadly, I'm not one of them. Sarah Michelle Fetters says. Not much to say about that. Solid movie, good pacing, good voice acting. A little on the nose sometimes, but overall a solid kids movie. Docked at half a star for saying ass 6 or 7 times in a row in a kids movie. Yeah, yeah, Douglas, that's a good point. This is an audience review. Okay. I don't recall what Brian Tyree Henry was in before, but yeah, apparently he's really good. Just from Fire Inside, apparently, which is a really high respected movie, it seems. That's got a 95. Oh, he was in Godzilla X Kong. Alright, right on. You can see the discrepancy here. The Godzilla, the popcorn meter is 91 and the tomato meter is 54. So, you know, it could be a good popcorn movie. It doesn't necessarily have to be a good movie critically. Oh, he was in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse as Jefferson Davis. Jefferson Davis. Who is Jefferson Davis? I don't recall. Is that the dad? No. No, that's Morales. Who's Jefferson Davis? I don't recall. How come there's no score yet for Beyond the Spider-Verse? That's funny. Oh, he was in Joker. He was Carl, the clerk at Arkham. Okay, Carl. Yeah. I recall. Well, that's cool. I mean, they got 2 huge characters, and Keegan-Michael Key's pretty good. Like, he was a great choice for Bumblebee. Could they have got someone bigger for Megatron? Or why not? I feel like to be funny. Like Steve Buscemi for Starscream, that's a very peculiar choice. A lot of people like that. I think like he did a great job. I think he had a very good effort. But I don't know. Like Steve Bloom was in the movie, actually. He was the voice actor. Oh, I gotta go. Okay. Thanks for joining Unpopular User. Until next time, Miles' dad. Is that right? I thought it was Davis, though. Yeah, I thought his name was Morales, but alright. The Prowler? His uncle? The movie will generate money and build brand awareness for years. Yeah, there's more to it than opening weekend. Yeah, okay. Opening weekend, I'm projecting like how much it's going to make during its stay in the theaters. So if this is what it's making in the first weekend, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to break their 75 million by the time it leaves theaters. That's what I'm predicting. But yeah, you're absolutely right. There's way more to it than just... It is really more about brand awareness. That's why Hasbro does movies like this. It's not because they want to make money off of the movie necessarily. Although it was a good opportunity, it was a good try. Like Sonic movie came out, it did really good. The Super Mario Bros. Movie came out, that did incredibly well. So kids CGI movies, this is the time to do it. Maybe they missed the mark. Maybe in 2015 when they were talking about it, maybe they should have done it first. Maybe they should have pioneered it instead of allowing Sonic to do it. I think maybe they should have captured, instead of doing the Bumblebee movie, even maybe gone in that or in this direction, Transformers 1. But given the technology now, like it is a much better movie than probably what we could have produced back then for the budget. And I was going to say time, but they had like 10 years to do this movie. Come on. It doesn't matter. It was a good movie, and yeah, it has its mainstay as its own thing. Okay, 6 more minutes, and then I gotta dip. I don't know what's going on. Just zoning out. I guess that's not unusual. I do have fatigue sometimes, and it's been a long day. It's been a long week. Tomorrow's my birthday. Still gotta clean up if I'm gonna enjoy the waking up in the morning and a clean home. Who's this Josh Cooley? Josh Cooley. Oh, he's the director. Right. Toy Story 4. Yes, he's done some Pixar stuff. Like side movies, side stories. Holy cow, that made a lot. 400 million. But that's it. And then this one at 2 million. Well, he was a screenwriter for this one. Like, he did a good job. That's not knocking his this caliber of a director. He did a good job directing, very good job directing. About the storyboarding, that was really cool. A lot of really cool movements, a lot of really cool shots, a lot of really cool camera work. That was really cleverly done by the CGI animators. But a lot of close-ups. So like maybe it was like all done super well. However, it wasn't completely done always with the best of taste. I gotta get my microscope on because this thing in my finger is gonna start bothering me. I'll do this after the stream. I'm not gonna bother you guys with the thing in my finger anymore. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to end the stream early because I actually am running out of energon. So yeah, this week look forward to new stuff coming out. I've dropped some projects so I could focus on the projects that are more important. So yeah, that's good. More marketing myself, more marketing my stuff, and yeah, more positive stuff in the future. It's gonna be a busy couple of months though, so let me tell you. What can we say about this week? Well, check out the Deceptikitty website. That's probably the best thing to do right now. Is check the Deceptikitty website, and if you can, go put your email there, and then I'll send you some subscription emails. I'm gonna catch some Z's. Tell Goober I'll watch the show tomorrow. Take care and have a good birthday tomorrow. Take care, Micah and Lana. Thank you so much, James. Me too. I'm gonna have a good night. Sleep pretty soon. And yeah, have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. That's really nice of you to join. Thank you so much, James. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the movie too. That's really cool. And I'm glad you got to go to GameStop and pick up that stuff. That's really good, dude. Good for you, man. Lucky you. Oh, I did some CGI stuff. As you can see, like in the background here, I did some like additional quirky stuff. I had done things in the past already, so I just kind of pulled this out of storage and I just kind of edited it really quick. So it's kind of usable for a live stream background or kind of like a waiting screen. I've been working on some also a platform for live streaming. There was one I was using and they're asking a little bit too much money for it, so having to change platforms is a little bit cumbersome. So if we're going to go through that process, I figured, okay, I may as well figure out how to do some of the live streaming myself and broadcasting and figure out the deal with like bit rate and quality and things like that. So yeah, I've been working on some live streaming software, some open source live streaming software so I could use on my own. And yeah, I'm gonna try and make use of that. You don't necessarily need a fast computer to be live streaming or like to be a guest on a show or to have like a conference live stream. Like it's actually pretty forgiving for people who have like a Wi-Fi connection or they're on mobile or something like that. So I really love to have like some guests on the show. They're really cool now that I'm capable of doing that, and it's not costing me anything or very much. It's not costing me very much. Time and resources mostly. Did I get that thing out of my finger? I think I did. I say that and I'll find it in a little bit. It's probably like I probably just pushed it in and it'll come out a little bit later and bug me. So yeah, see Transformers 1 if you can. Let's boost those numbers up. I guess it doesn't matter. It's more about like how much. It's more about having the movie in the atmosphere. So see it if you want. I'm gonna go see it again because I want to enjoy it in the live stream without the 3D. 3D was cool. It was rough on me, but like, yeah, you know, I appreciate experiencing that. Also, the D-Box was excellent, excellent, excellent. And I can't get D-Box without 3D, so yeah, that was worth it. So, what can I say? See you on the next stream. Goobers tells me he's going to see the show tonight. That's why he can't make it this evening. That was very nice of him to let me know. And we'll be seeing him tomorrow after he gets a fresh take on the movie again. And yeah, thanks for joining. Stay tuned. Love you all. Stay excellent. Keep searching what Energon smells like. And see you after my birthday. See you on the other side. Ciao.